Now, there's a very specific reason why I don't watch mainstream media, white supremacist agenda driven news. I never even heard of this chick, Laura Ingraham, until about 30 minutes ago when on my DVR, I was watching the All-Star Weekend festivities that happened since this past Friday. I was skimming through it. I saw a clip of LeBron James talking about a comment or a commentary by a media personality who I later find out was Laura Ingraham, which I had to do a Google search on, but I'll get to that in a minute. So LeBron James was talking about, I am not going to shut up and dribble, right? And I'm like, what is he talking about? Shut up and dribble. So I paused the DVR. I went on my phone, did a quick Google search, shut up and dribble LeBron James. And then it was later found out that, LeBron James did an interview with Kevin Durant on ESPN. And they were talking about, their views about Donald Trump, a.k.a. Clockwork Orange, and how he's a white supremacist president and, the worst, president of all time. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but that's the gist of the conversation about basically saying that Donald Trump, aka Clockwork Orange, is obviously, a overt white supremacist president that's embraced by his following, his supporters, and they embrace the new age of white supremacy. This is what it is, right? And based off that interview on ESPN with Kevin Durant, this chick who, like I said, who I never heard of, Laura Ingraham, gets on the white supremacist controlled agenda, FAUX News, Fox News, gets on her soapbox, and she's talking about, athletes, and specifically black athletes, should shut up and do their job, which is be a house Negro under a white-owned controlled team. Oh, they're millionaires. They should just shut up and do their job. Shut up and dribble, right? That's what she implied. Shut up and dribble, right? And I'm like, okay, wow. So obviously this happened a few days ago. Twitter went crazy. It went crazy with the hashtags and all that stuff. People started talking about it, having their opinions on it. Like I said, I never heard of this chick. I wasn't even aware about the social media backlash from this chick that, people were talking about. I didn't know anything about it until just now. After quickly doing a Google search, and I can go even more deeper on this chick, but she's not even worth my time. Remember last year where I didn't know about this chick named Kristen Leahy, right? When she was talking trash about LeVar Ball and how LeVar Ball's parenting skills is, trash, and that his sons are in fear of, LeVar Ball being a dad and all that. And I did a video on her in my commentary. And I called her the slave master's daughter, right? Well, this chick right here, Laura Ingraham, is the slave master's derelict stepchild. Okay, first of all, this is a troglodyte, unattractive, cave beast woman. That's number one. A troglodyte, unattractive, cave beast woman who is obsessed with neo-Nazi and Russia culture. All right. She, when it comes to genetics and white people, we know scientifically, compared to people classified as black or African American, they know genetically they are inferior. People classified as white know this. So she adopts 3 children, which I read on her Wikipedia bio page. She adopts 3 children, one from Guatemala and 2 Russian children. Like I said, she's obsessed with neo-Nazi and Russia culture. So she adopts 2 Russia children and 1 Guatemalan. She can't bear her own children because obviously genetically she's weak and inept to bear her own children. So white people got to adopt, right? And try to, again, control the narrative. But again, like I said, she said LeBron should shut up and dribble, right? This is what Fox News does. This is their shtick. They love to demonize black culture, right? They make a living off of demonizing black culture. Go right after the pinnacle, the top, LeBron James, right? And completely trash his legacy by saying that he shouldn't have any kind of political views regarding what's going on in today's climate. He should just shut up and play basketball. In other words, your coded language indicates he needs to shut up, be a damn nigger, right? To your slave owner who's paying you millions of dollars, and do your damn job. You shouldn't think. Black people are not supposed to think, right? Conservatives, especially for today, they want things to be how it used to be. Remember the old slogan, or the new slogan by Clockwork Orange, aka Donald Trump, "Make America Great Again." That means make America how it was during the Jim Crow era, right? Make America how it was during the transatlantic slave trade, right? Make America how it was when there were slave codes and manumission laws, right? All of those things. Make America how it used to be, where we owned and controlled the Negro, right? But it finds out, like I'm reading her bio, she was a speechwriter, right? She was a speechwriter for Ronald Reagan in the 80s. She's in her 50s. And again, this chick is so unattractive. That's number one. But she was a speechwriter. So that means, she started off her career playing the background, not being seen or heard. So she was writing speeches for Ronald Reagan. Come to find out later on in her career, she clerked for the U.S. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, a black man, right? So she started her career off working under men, lots of them too, but not being seen or heard. So if you're going to say that black people such as LeBron James should shut up and do their damn job, right? Why don't you shut up and play the background, right? Your white supremacist leader, Donald Trump, considers women like you objects, right? Of course, because he says he wants to grab the you-know-what from a woman, right? Grab him by the what? You know what? Y'all know that famous line he said on that bus? Y'all know that. But you want to say that LeBron James should just shut up. Black people should shut up and do their job, right? But again, go back to what you were doing before. You were working under men. You were not being seen or heard. Nobody knew how you looked like. Nobody knew how you sounded. You obviously were afforded these opportunities by the dominant white society to become who you are today. And again, thanks to a black man like LeBron James, just like that other chick, Christine Leahy, I know who you are now. Because I never heard of you until about an hour ago. When LeBron James did that interview, and I was like, he referred to, "I will not shut up and dribble." I'm like, I had to Google that. I Googled "shut up and dribble LeBron James," and your name popped up. Laura Ingraham, which I've never heard of until about an hour ago. Right? But let me go back to this real quick because this is her shtick. She, again, likes to find the most negative thing regarding black people, the most negative attribute you can think of, and say, see, this is who this guy really is. Forget all the positive things that they've done, right? Through their entire career. Skip all of that. Just go to the most negative thing you can find, regardless if you understand what they're doing or trying to say, because, you know, and I saw that once I would Google her name, a whole bunch of stuff popped up. There was one thing from, shout out to Charlamagne the Guy from the Breakfast Club. He did a Donkey of the Day last year, November, she was talking trash about the Grammy nominees for Album of the Year, right? She was talking trash about Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar, and then she had the nerve to quote some lyrics from their latest songs, and obviously she didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Charlamagne mentioned that, you know, she was culturally, what'd she say, culturally ignorant? I call her culturally retarded. Okay, she knows what the hell she's doing. You look for the most negative thing you can find from black people and exploit that and say, see, this is who this person really is. But let me play this little clip real quick, and I'm going to point something out to you guys and connect the dots. All right? Check this clip out with these paid. She got the Coon Squad on deck. This is her latest video following up her first video attacking LeBron James, talking about he should shut up and dribble. And then now that she received backlash and people are calling her out as being racist, of course, she is a white supremacist because of the fact that she is affiliated with Russia. She speaks Russia. She has adopted Russian children. She did the Nazi Hail Hitler salute at the RNC convention last year, as you can see here. All right. But let me play this clip real quick, and I'm going to connect the dots with these damn paid. She got the paid Coon Squad on deck right here. All right. Check this out.
Niger, this was LeBron James it was this, you know, epic 2016 championship parade. Cleveland finally wins the championship. It was a big deal. He was having fun. There was a lot of families there. Let's watch.
Reason I believe like I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be like game 4 all over again. I'm like, we down 2-1 still. LeBron James makes 6 straight finals appearances. When James Jones made 6 straight as well. You had to be our anchor in the interior. And you looked at me like, man, you don't know me, shut the up. I love all of y'all, and let's get ready for next year.
Wow.
Well, maybe he was having fun, but seriously. I guess, I mean, is that what?
Addicted to the F-bomb, huh?
Well, there's a couple F-bombs. There's an S-bomb, and, you know, he was having fun, but, you know, come on. I mean, it's just, yeah, he's like a clown. I mean, he
Yo, guys, this is what happens when you have a troglodyte, cave beast woman like this right here, who is obsessed with black culture, because all she wants to do and make a living off of demonizing black people for her ratings. You know, whatever you can do to garner up publicity for what you're trying to do is a good thing in the eyes of a white supremacist like this chick right here. Like this troglodyte cave beast woman, Laura Ingraham. Right? Whatever you can do to draw up controversy, whatever the case may be, her name is ringing because I just found out about her about literally an hour ago. I didn't know who she was. Never heard of her. And just when I saw the interview with LeBron James, he said the same thing. He said, I never heard of her. I never heard of her either. Until you mentioned shut up and dribble. And I had to Google shut up and dribble LeBron James. And her name popped up. But you see what she did right there, right? She found the most negative thing, talks about it like as if that's who he is, when we all know LeBron James is probably the most squeaky clean athlete of all time. Even more prestige than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, you know, was an habitual gambler. He wasn't the best teammate, right? But LeBron James has a very extremely clean, extremely wholesome image. And she points out the most negative thing you can find. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing she can find too, because she has literally no kind of record you can indicate in terms of his image. That was the only thing her and her white supremacist production team on her show could find. But you see what she did right there, right? Now, she talked about the F-bomb this, F-bomb that, but check this out. This is her interview. This is her interview she did a few years ago, where she gets upset and does the F-bomb herself. Check this out.
This is a horrific story. A new type of way that kids can destroy their lives, ruin their lives, or in this case, end their lives. What's going on? What do I do, guys? I can't hear anything.
You damn right.
What do I do? Drew, could you hear something in yours? No, right? Are you on best of? Are you on best of? We have dead air?
Mm-hmm.
We got to put a best of on, Drew. We're going to lose every station we have. This is unbelievable. Well, I don't know what to do. What do I do? Just read stories?
Yeah.
What? Everything's dead in here. I heard a click. The lights aren't on the console. You gotta put a best of on. You gotta call Westwood One.
All right, that's it. You get the picture right there. That was hilarious, man. We're gonna lose every effing station we have. I'll leave a link for this story in the description, man. I just play this clip like every time, man. You know, obviously that's worse than the you know, the pot calling the kettle black. Worse than that, because she has a history of doing this. Or these on-air meltdowns, like Bill O'Reilly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's her whole shtick, man. You know, find the most negative thing about black people, demonize the hell out of black people, go after the top most popular black people you can find, right? As far as public figures and entertainers, demonize the hell out of them. So your ratings can go up, and so that your name can buzz on social media. Well, she accomplished that because I just found out about her literally about an hour ago through LeBron James. Right? Well, I'm glad I know who you are now. I'm glad I know who this chick is, Laura Ingraham. I know that she is an overt white supremacist. That's the signs are there. Again, she adopted 2 Russian babies. She speaks Russian. She went to the RNC convention last year with the Hail Hitler salute. Gave a speech about Clockwork Orange. And was so excited to, you know, to bring attention to her white supremacist base. She had to do a goddamn sign of respect. The neo-Nazi salute. You know? So it is what it is. I'm glad I know who she is, right? I'm glad I know who she is going forward. And I will continue to make videos about her every time she speaks negative about black people. I'm going to shed some light and continue to show who she really is, which she is an overt white supremacist. All right. That's who she is. That's her whole shtick. But again, you tell LeBron James, you tell black people to shut up and dribble or shut up and do their job. Why don't you shut up and not be seen or heard? Shut up and not be seen or heard. Because that's how you started your career off. As a speechwriter. And then as a clerk for Clarence Thomas. That's how you started off. Or just be just like your damn white supremacist leader, your white identitarian extremist, Donald Trump, aka Clockwork Orange. He considers white women objects. Right? Point blank and simple. All right. So anyway, family, those are my thoughts about Laura Ingraham and her spiel about black people and what they should do. Okay. Especially about LeBron James. Leave your comments down below about this chick. Let me know what you guys think about her views and everything that's going on regarding All-Star Weekend and all that kind of good stuff. Leave your comments down below. I'll definitely check them out. All right, family. Until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist. All my social media links will be down below in the description. Make sure you follow me. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell for all my latest and greatest videos and content. Until next time, family, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.